The Scream franchise is back, and we couldn't be more excited. The filmmakers are aware that slasher enthusiasts out there are super amped to watch the new film, so they're making the most of this hype. Just recently, the masterminds teased us with a poster full of hints, and we're all collectively losing our minds. Stay tuned as we take a look at how the Scream 6 poster hints at major horror sequel plot details. Starting with the poster deets. In honor of the first movie in the series, Scream 6 has unveiled a new poster. Neve Campbell won't be playing Sidney Prescott in the 6th installment, which marks another shift from the prior 5 chapters, and the first time a Scream movie doesn't take place in California or Ohio. The new poster is a spooky parody of the New York City subway system. Ghostface's mask is drawn out on 6 different lines, one for each movie in the slasher franchise, with the 6th line noted as under construction. The lines are designated in various colors. A closer inspection reveals that all stop names have been changed to the killer's victims, which is horrific enough on its own. All subway routes lead to Sam Carpenter, the new final girl of the franchise. From David Arquette's original Dewey Riley through Drew Barrymore's iconic opening character, Casey Becker, who met his demise in the 2022 Legacy sequel. For the most devoted viewers of the series, author Kevin Williamson and late director Wes Craven included an Easter egg. After Kirby Reed, played by Hayden Panettiere, was alive in the 5th film and was expected to return for this New York City killing spree, the stop associated with her was declared to be closed. Additionally, Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette will focus heavily on the subway in their upcoming movie. Sam, her sister Tara, also known as Wednesday's Jenna Ortega, the twins Mindy, the Yellow Jackets, Jasmine Savoy Brown, and Randy Meeks Martin from Love, Victor's Mason Gooding, are shown in the first teaser being targeted by a person wearing the ghost face disguise on a crowded subway train. Will they reach the right stop in time? Let's see. Not to mention, there are lots of Easter eggs on the poster too. Despite the fact that Sidney Prescott, the franchise's most recognizable protagonist, will not appear in the most recent chapter and is noticeably absent from the poster for Scream 6, the movie's poster seems to hint that it will pay tribute to the other Scream films. The enduring characters will be phased away in favor of fresher, younger heroes. After Neve Campbell confirmed she will not reprise her role as Prescott, and David Arquette's character Dewey died in the last edition, Gale Weathers is the only iconic figure who has been a part of the series from the 1996 original to make a comeback. But because 2 of the 3 enduring characters that helped mold the Scream series into what it is today will be gone, bringing back Kirby Reed from Scream 4 seems like a decent idea to entice fans of that movie into this one. Kirby's role in Scream 6 is unknown as of this writing, but the poster's implication that her station is closed may indicate that her character will meet a terrible end at the hands of the ghost face killer and serve as the impetus for the newer characters to start feeling uneasy once they move from Woodsboro to New York City. Next, some deets on the location. The 6th installment of the series will take place in a new location after returning to Woodsboro for Scream, which can be helpful if the goal is to break away from the original cast of characters. The character names on the poster, which even contain a few actors from the made-up stab flicks, suggest that the murderer may be organizing his subsequent string of killings, such that they are somehow connected to each of the films that came before Scream 6. With a combination of sarcastic comedy, violent deaths, and colorful characters like those that distinguished the original Scream, this may pay homage to what made this series so unique. Maybe Scream 6 will stress again why fans consider this series to be one of the best slasher films ever created. What's more, they've even hinted at a death. So brace yourself, because there have been hints that Mindy might be dead too. Randy Meeks, Jamie Kennedy, who famously gave the guidelines for surviving a horror film in the original, is Mindy's uncle. Mindy assumed this position in the requel, and her passing in the forthcoming movie would solidify her as Randy's successor in Scream. A further nod to the original movies would be made by Mindy's impending demise, mirroring Randy's, which occurred in Scream 2. Melissa Barrera, a cast member, said that the next film will be 100 times gorier than any Scream. Therefore, it is conceivable that some of the survivors characters of the first movie would not survive the sequel. Trailers are often intentionally misleading in order to pique attention and spark discussion about the picture. Although Mindy is seen alone in the teaser, it is obvious that the gang was there only moments before. All we can do is wait and watch to see how it turns out. Not to forget, there are some other twisted elements too. The trailer's editing gives the impression that Mindy is the victim, but it might be concealing a surprise. It's possible that Mindy knows the new murderer. Killers from the Scream series are renowned for having some link to the main protagonist. The fact that Sam is Billy Loomis's daughter gives Mindy a reason to act. In Scream 2, Mindy's uncle was murdered by Billy's mother, Nancy. Scream 6 might change Mindy into one of the murderers to distance her destiny from that of her uncle in order to completely swerve the viewers. She could attempt to murder Sam in Randy's honor to get vengeance. On social media, Jasmine Savoy Brown has already warned that she or her brother Chad could not make it through the next movie. She could die later in the movie once the murderer or killers are identified, rather than at the incident seen in the teaser. Let's talk about what you might have missed from the trailer. Many fans were unhappy when series favorite Kirby Reed failed to appear in the first Scream 6 teaser, but she does appear in it. The short teaser video confirms the reappearance of numerous Scream 5 characters, as it depicts Jenna Ortega's Tara Carpenter and her companions on the subway, before being ambushed by Ghostface. In a very quick glance, the first Scream 6 teaser does, however, confirm Kirby Reed's comeback from Scream 4. Hayden Panettiere's character Kirby Reed, who is the cousin of Sidney Prescott, the series' lead, first appeared in Scream 4 in 2011. The paradigm of the Scream series that has existed since the first film continues with Kirby, an adolescent who is infatuated with horror movies. Kirby's fate is unknown at the conclusion of Scream 4, as she gets stabbed in the stomach by Charlie, one of the murderers. A YouTube video named Interview with Woodsboro survivor Kirby Reed can be seen in the 2022 film Scream 5, functioning as an Easter egg revealing Kirby's survival. Following up, what if we tell you she's there? The Scream 6 teaser has a brief glimpse of Kirby Reed. However, she is not mentioned by name. The shoulder of a blonde female wearing a leather jacket may be seen on the left side of the frame in one of the Tara images. According to leaked set photographs for Scream 6, Hayden Panettiere will make a comeback. While a character's shoulder and hair may seem inconspicuous in one view, Kirby Reed is almost certainly the subject in another photo. A nun may be seen in the foreground, blocking the left side of the frame, in another image of Tara in the Scream 6 teaser. Some people have hypothesized that the studio sent this nun here to hide Kirby Reed, so that her appearance in Scream 6 wouldn't be revealed in the teaser. This notion is strengthened by the fact that the nun is not seen in any other trailer images. Kirby hides in the Scream 6 teaser, and Paramount has an excellent reason to conceal her appearance. Kirby was a fan favorite in Scream 4, so her reappearance in Scream 6 will be a huge thing for devoted Scream viewers. Let's look at Scream 2022, things that make no sense in the movie. First up, the Billy part. What really happens in Sam's visions? Since Billy died at the end of the first Scream, she had never met her father. She had not yet been born, so it's strange that she recognizes Billy from the last scene of that film. It seems that this was done to appeal to viewers' memories. There are two logical perspectives on this. Sam first saw her mother present a photo of her father dressed similarly. 2, while keeping in mind the outfit, she viewed the original Stab movie and swapped out Luke Wilson, who portrayed Billy in this parody, with the actual killer's face. These two hypotheses are a little fanciful, but it should be clear that Sam's ideas need much more justification. Next, the door shots. In Scream from 2022, Sidney transforms into an action hero from the 1980s. While examining the inside of the home, she begins randomly shooting doors. Does she not understand that if someone is pointing a pistol wildly about, some people may be too terrified to walk outside? That's the precise argument Sidney makes after shooting Richie. It turns out that since Richie was a ghost face murderer, Sidney had every right to shoot him. However, she was unaware of such at the time. Thus, the shooting was rather careless. Finally, the ghost face stealth. The stealth of the ghost face murderers is one of the elements that has troubled fans of the franchise from the original Scream. Every ghost face murderer in their costume has a similar size and form to trick the audience. Their stature changes as they have their revelation sequences. Jill from Scream 4 is a good illustration of a short, thin female. That is reflected in her unveiling scene's clothing. In other scenes of the movie, though, it's not all that obvious. It's also difficult to think that, even in their costumes, all of these amateur murderers couldn't be outmatched. But by the conclusion of each film, they could be. That's a wrap. wrap for this video. So what did you think of the brand new Scream poster? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.